You know that feeling, right? Tossing and turning, you finally drag yourself out of bed, and you're just foggy, unfocused. But what if a bad night's sleep is doing way more than just wrecking your morning? What if it's actually, night after night, making your brain older?
So let's just get right to it. Here's a wild question for you. Is your brain actually older than you are? I know, it sounds like some kind of riddle, but it's a very real question that scientists can now answer by, well, looking right inside your head.
So, what on earth is brain age? Okay, think of it like this. Your real age, your chronological age, that's like the year your car was manufactured. But your brain age is like the mechanic's report on the actual mileage and condition of the engine. Scientists use MRI scans to check out your brain's physical health, and in a perfect world, those two ages should line right up. But for some of us, there's a troubling gap. So, how do we find out what's causing that gap? Well, that question takes us all the way to Sweden, where a team of researchers at the Karolinska Institute launched this massive investigation to finally connect the dots between how we sleep and how our brain is doing.
And listen, we are not talking about some small-time experiment here. They tracked the sleep habits of more than 27,000 adults. That's a huge number, and it gives their findings some serious weight.
So here's what they did first. They sorted everyone into 3 buckets based on their sleep habits. You had your healthy sleepers, your it's okay intermediate sleepers, and then this small group, just about 3% of the total, who reported really poor sleep, consistently. And believe me, this small group is about to reveal something huge.
Okay, so after they got all this sleep data, the researchers just waited. They played the long game. And almost a decade later, they invited a bunch of the participants back for brain scans. And what they found, well, it was a clear and pretty startling connection.
Okay, here's the absolute bombshell finding. That group with the poor sleep habits, on average, their brains appeared to be a full year older than their actual chronological age. Just let that sink in for a second. All those years of bad sleep were linked to a brain that was physically older.
But they didn't stop there. They dug even deeper. And they found that for every single point a person's sleep quality score dropped, their brain aging sped up by an extra 6 months. It was crystal clear. The worse you sleep, the faster your brain ages, period.
But the data had another little surprise tucked away inside. This whole accelerated aging thing, it wasn't hitting everyone the same way. The connection between bad sleep and an older brain was way stronger in men than it was in women. We don't totally know why yet, but it's a really fascinating piece of the puzzle that needs more research.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, a 1-year gap. Is that really such a big deal? Well, according to Dr. Raj Dasgupta, who wasn't involved in the study, it absolutely is. He points out that, quote, even small changes in brain aging can add up over time. Basically, it can put you on a faster track toward cognitive issues down the road.
All right, so we know what's happening. Poor sleep can make your brain older, but the big question is, why? What's the actual biological thing connecting a restless night to an aging brain? Well, the answer seems to be a single word: inflammation.
Yep, it all seems to come down to inflammation. See, when you consistently get bad sleep, it messes with your body's immune system. That can lead to the state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that just simmers away, affecting your whole body, including, and this is the important part, your brain. It really is like a silent saboteur working away behind the scenes. So how much of this is because of inflammation? Well, according to the study, it accounts for about 10% of the link. Now, that's a really important piece of the puzzle, but it also means that 90% of the effect is caused by, well, other things that scientists are still trying to figure out.
Okay, I know, this science is a little bit unnerving, but here's the really good news. This is not a life sentence. The power to protect your brain is, for the most part, in your hands, and it all starts with what you do tonight.
So, what can you actually do? It all starts with these simple habits we call sleep hygiene. Number 1, try to stick to a consistent schedule, even on weekends. Number 2, make your bedroom a sanctuary, cool, dark, and quiet. 3, lay off the caffeine or big meals right before bed. And 4, create a relaxing wind-down routine. You know, maybe read a book or meditate to signal to your body that it's time to power down.
But it's also really important to know that good habits can't fix everything. Another expert, Dr. Daniel Trung, points out that if you're dealing with stuff like heavy snoring, or you're just exhausted all day no matter what, or you have insomnia that just won't quit, it's time to see a professional. These could be signs of bigger issues that affect not just your brain, but your whole body.
So when you boil it all down, the takeaway is pretty clear.
The rest you get tonight has a direct impact on your brain's health for years and years to come. Every single evening, you're basically making a choice. You are casting a vote for the health of your future brain. So the real question is, what choice are you going to make?